a singing teacher, and this is the first lockdown lesson. Today we're going to talk about vocal warm-up techniques. I'm going to show you 4 exercises to do at home, and you can integrate into your daily practice routine. But before we do the first exercise, I just want to talk about why I think it's really important for you to warm your voice before you perform. So number 1, your voice is a really complex network of muscles and soft tissue and cartilage. And much like you would warm your body before you do any physical activity at the gym, you want to do the same with your vocal cords in order to prevent any long-term damage or loss. Another reason is you want your voice to be as reactive as possible. So when you're on stage and you execute a really cool melodic phrase or idea, your voice is simply reliable and it's there for you when you need it most. The last reason is you are developing and harnessing muscle memory. So as you know, you're not just using your vocal cords to sing with, you're using your whole body. And that means engaging with the respiratory system, your breath mechanisms, your resonatory system, which is your mouth, your nasal passages, your sinuses, and your voice box, specifically your vocal cords. So let's move on to the first exercise. Okay, so the first exercise is really simple. It's called a hum slide. In fact, just before we start, I want to point out it's really important when you warm your voice that the volume is the same throughout, so you're not belting, particularly when you get to your top notes. This isn't about performing, this is about just feeling where the sound is and connecting with your body. So, sitting up nice and tall, or if you're standing with your feet hip width apart, shoulders down, take a nice breath, and you're going to flatten your tongue behind your teeth, and you're going to feel for the vibration in your lips and the front of your face. If you cannot feel anything at first, use your fingertips, and just gently place your fingertips on top of your face. Obviously don't cover your mouth. I've seen people do that, but you want to be aware of where the sound is going and how to feel it in your face and your mask. Okay, so nice gentle hum, and it sounds like this. Okay, and we're going to move in semitones. So I'll do the first few with you and then accompany you, okay? 1, 2, 3, and... First exercise done. So the next exercise we're going to do is a simple blend and balance exercise, and that's a blend and balance between the tone and the breath. Sometimes, for example, when you are singing an open vowel sound like ah, what can happen, if you have any bad habits that is the breath gets pushed forward first, like this. And that's called an aspirate tone, a breathy tone. The opposite is the glottal onset, where it sounds really harsh and heavy, like an sound at the beginning of that phrase. It just all comes from up here. So with the aspirate breathy tone, what's happening is the breath is pushing apart the vocal cords. So you're not using the breath efficiently, you're letting the breath out first of all, and then you've got nothing left to support the rest of the phrase. ha, that can lead to long-term damage. So we're trying to get a balance between both the breath and the tone. And the way to achieve this is to feel for, number one, your resonance, and we're going to talk about that later in another video. But you remember, if you did the first warm-up, you're already prepped and prepared, so you can feel where that resonance is in your face, in your mask, and where it's travelling. It's not about volume either, or the amount of volume that you use when you're singing. This is about placement. So, you'll feel it here if you do the glottal one. It takes more energy than you need, okay? So, I'm going to try that exercise. I'm going to move in semitones like we did before. Remember, on the keep the tongue nice and flat. You're not pushing your cheeks across, or you're not pushing your lips across your cheeks, rather. It's not about the sound or how much volume you're making. It's about feeling where all of this is in your face and in your body, okay? And listening out for that breathy aspirate tone. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. So the next exercise is an agility exercise, and we're going to combine some of the ideas that we learned in the previous exercises. This is for anyone who wants to execute riffs, runs and embellishments. The idea is that your voice needs to be nice and loose and agile. So it's an open sound again. So when the blend and the balance between the tone and the breath. So you have a balanced onset, and it's an sound, which means that your tongue should be nice and relaxed, and you're also feeling for the resonance and where it's travelling in your face. I'm going to start with the first one. You want to make sure, of course, that your jaw is not bouncing, and also that the volume is the same throughout in the other way that we've executed the other exercises. Okay, so you've got more control. In fact, I'll start a little bit. So, it sounds like this. Okay, so let's try it together. 1, 2, 3, and. Well done. So the last exercise we're going to do is a vowel exercise. We are going to use E, O, and U. And what we're trying to achieve is a slightly lower position of the jaw, and that allows for more space inside your mouth for that resonant quality. Sometimes if your jaw is too tight, you tend to get a kind of guttural vowel sound. So we want your jaw to be nice and low and loose as opposed to wide. So let's try the first one, and much in the same way that we've been doing with the other exercises, you want to keep the same volume throughout, and try and feel for where the resonance is moving, the vibration in your face, and it sounds like this. Okay, so we're not going for a wide ah sound. It's a nice low low jaw. Okay, 1, 2, 3, moving up. And that's the last of our warm-ups. Good luck, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you next week.